Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ilga Wafa. I am a student of cybersecurity. Today we will talk about the cybersecurity network architecture, and I prepared this presentation in the video, and I bring some of the picture to the slides to better understanding and also uh, uh, for focusing for each devices. Uh, I hope it is informative for you guys. Uh, let's start it. And in this architecture, we have a cloud system at the left side, left top side cloud, and it is a ISP. And then after that, we connect the network. The router is there. The router is connected with the ISP. And for a security reason, I put a firewall after the router, and also there is a after firewall. The firewall is usually they are creating a rule for filtering the data and traffic for the network. After that, we put a IPS and IDS to intrusion detection and intrusion prevention. If there was if there is any virus, malware, or some threats show up in the traffic, and then the IDS IDS will detect it, and IPS will uh, prevent from the threat. After that, we have a switch. Switch is connected to the DMZ zone. In the DMZ zone, we have a web server. And the web servers in the DMZ zone, and in the DMZ zone behind in front of the web server, I put a proxy. What is the proxy job? The proxy is a kind of a middleman, and then usually when the any user is communicating with the proxy server, and then it says it represent the web browser, and then it communicates with the browser. It is working like a middleman, but it is not a attacker. This time it is a middleman in a good way. And after the intrusion detection, we have another firewall for a depth defense in a depth. We have a two firewall, and after this firewall, we have another router, which is an internal network. The first router was an external network, and the second router is an internal router. And then we have a switch, core switch. In the core switch, we connect it to the other switch, which is each switch is connected with each other with the trunk. And also we have a VLAN for segmentation. We have a VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40, and also we have a server, and also SQL server and mail server, DHCP servers in here. And also we have in here, in the all the way to the down, we have a air gap. It is not connected with anything. It is a switch, a server, and 4 PC. Let's move to the slides, and we will see it clearly, each slides. Uh, uh, as I described it, it is a internet provides services, ISP. We got an internet from the ISP, and it is connected with the public network with our router. One side is the ISP network. Usually the router, what is the job of router? Router is a devices which join two network together, and that's why I put a router to one network is a ISP and one network is our network, and we join it with the router. After the router, we have a firewall for traffic filtering, and also in a depth defense, the security, I put a IPS and IDS in after firewall, and after firewall, if any intrusion detection is any risk is coming, the intrusion detection will take it. And also I have at the same device I have a IPS will detect the viruses, prevent the viruses. We have a DMZ zone. We have a in the DMZ zone we have a web server. In the web server we have a proxy server in front of the web server, and it is the proxy server working as a middleman, and it is represent the web server. And let's go to the next part of the slides. In here, you can see clearly we have a firewall, internal router, and also we have a switch. The switch is two switches connected with each other, and they have a trunk port. For trunk port is usually because of the if there is a money VLAN in the one switch, we have to make a trunk to route all the VLAN at the same port. And also we have a VLAN. We have a VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and VLAN 40. All VLAN is a one segmentation, one department, and we have a management VLAN, which is VLAN 50, the mail server, and also the DHCP server, SQL server, all IT devices in the VLAN 50. And also we can see in the next slide air gap, and the air gap is not connected with any port or anything. The air gap is isolated from the network for purposely, and also it have a switch and also server and for PC, and all the data is isolated from the network in a case of if there is a threat or threat or anything. This part of the air gap is fully saved. It is not connected with any network. And the next slide, it is a full map of our structure, network structure, and I got a full screen in here with the same full screen, and I hope it is informative for you, and thank you so much. Thanks.